ultimately they can stick a hand in that shit, man.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, hey, you had the one Jake on, I forgot what podcast he was on talking to some analyst. He was saying when you add up the body count from slavery versus the Holocaust, hey, Jake got more bodies being slain than Amalek, man. So at the end of the day, we're tired of you using that as an excuse, man. All right? Because at the end of the day, man, we still going through it. Because if you damn J-double-O's over there, man, you niggas is the biggest welfare case, all right? You got them control everything, and the moment anybody brings something up, you run to that anti-sim bullshit, and like we said last week, man, that hedge is being torn down through the spirit because now everybody's asking the question, all right, what's wrong with what Kanye's saying? He ain't threatening you, all right? He ain't saying nothing, if really anything bad towards you, other than we're the real Jews. So what is so wrong about what he's saying? Right. You know?
And we're at the point too where a lot of people, not solely just Jacob, but the whole world, okay? Because at this point, we live in an age of information, and with Esau, he's provided nothing but misinformation. But now, through the Spirit, we have access to the truth, all right? And the truth is ultimately exalted through the Spirit, okay? The scriptures are exalting this truth of who Esau is. It's shutting down this whole anti-Semitic rhetoric because people are actually understanding what it actually means to be Semitic. Understanding Shemitic, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're actually understanding the history of who Shem was and that it's not solely applicable to just one set of people.
Right.
Which is whole, and like as the elder said from the top, it's shutting down this rhetoric that Esau has propagated for the longest.
Right.
All that bullshit of running around and pushing a narrative and then trying to play the victim, having a victim card in your back pocket, those days is running out.
Got some real quick. Matter of fact, hold down, I'm gonna bring this out real fast. This is Isaiah 28, right? And you can't stop this word, man. Isaiah 28, real quick. This is Isaiah 28 in verse 17, and it reads, "Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies." The hail is the word, right? All Esau's refuge of lies, all right, his immunity, all right, his covering is being broken.
Right.
It says, "And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overthrow," Salakia, "and the waters shall overflow the hiding place." You see that? So the living waters is symbolic to what? The truth. And these waters are overflowing the hiding place, man. Right? This is that flood of water that's drowning these devils out, man. Right? So they can't no longer hide behind those lies. All right? They can't hide behind the anti-Sem no more, man. They're mad at the fact that, look, we have woken up and we standing back upon our feet, declaring the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Awashah and us and professing ourselves of being the true Jews, the Israelites. That's what it's all about. That's right. Simple as that. Can I get real quick, 2nd Ezra 6, 27, 28? Y'all brothers can speak.
Come, because like you said, it is us pretty much them making mockery of us, because when you watch the interview that Kanye did with the kite dude, he asked him, he was like, "So do you follow the doctrine of the black Hebrew Israelites?"
Right.
Kanye, of course, he sidestepped the question, talking about we from Africa and shit, but still, that shows, once again, that this is them indirectly addressing us, man. Because Esau is a hoe. He's not going to come straight out and just, come with the shits against us, man, until he has built the case and made it to where he's ready to come.
Yeah.
These federal agents, they're setting the stage to have reason to actually bring forth their investigation.
Without my
that they've been
GPI.
building for years. Don't forget that they have actual projects in various confederations that have been established to suppress our heritage.
Project Megiddo,
Right.
you got Project Cypher, all right? You got many, Rex 84, you got many things that have been put on the books to come against us, man.
Right.
All right? So whether you are actually subscribed to a camp or you just watching the videos, or you just know you're an Israelite, man, you talking, man.
The scriptures say when you flee evil.
Oh yeah,
Isaiah 59.
You know that.
Because that's what we're about to see be made manifest in the flesh. Okay, Esau is about to roll out like a fucking mad dog on the ones that proclaim themselves openly to be Israelites. Even you ones that may not openly profess it. Esau is able to track your data to the point where he's able to understand what you are truly meaning to him.
Yeah. And it's funny because this whole thing with Kanye, that everybody all over social media talking.
Everybody.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media platform, everybody's speaking about it. A lot of people actually aligning with him.
Yeah.
They saying like, yo, what he's saying isn't wrong. Because when you actually think about what he's saying, man, like you said earlier, they're doing exactly what he said. Right? You call them out, and they try to kill your position. Yeah. That's exactly what we're seeing. This is Isaiah 55:15. They choose David, and he that departed from evil, making himself a prey.
Yeah, he that departed from evil, making himself a prey. See, these devils that control everything, the inch, the 48 is as small as however you want to reference it, they're showing you that they have the power. You see that? Go ahead.
He says, yet truth faileth, when he has departed from evil, making himself a prey.
You're going to be targeted, man. Right?
And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Because at the end of the day, man, the Lord sees the persecution that we're pretty much facing for us reclaiming our heritage, man. Because another post I saw on social media was like, hey, Esau doesn't care if you call yourself a Christian, a Muslim, an Egyptologist, you can call yourself anything under the sun, but as soon as you call yourself a Jew, now it's an issue, you know? If you had common sense, you would think, why is that?
Right.
You know? Why is that the only thing that I can't profess to be? When you do the research, you know, it all points back to that being true. Because these other religions and doctrines our people put themselves to, when you go to the origin of it, they all come from man. It's really Esau. All right, but when we are reclaiming our heritage, that's the issue. Because see, it's a problem whenever he sees this happening, because he knows that that's the beginning of his power being taken away from him. Because he fears when we truly come back to our power, all right, he knows that that's game over for him, man. Because when we're one with our power, we're unstoppable, man. This is why this whole system was set up to keep us downtrodden, because while we're under, under this, sin, all right, we're susceptible because the hedge of protection is away from us, man.
I'm going to add on to what you said real quick before you get that. This is 2 Maccabees, right? 2 Maccabees, straight to the point. Yep, 2 Maccabees 6:6. It says, neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days and ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew, right? Same thing now. Hey, look what happened to Deshaun Jackson, Ice Cube, Nick Cannon, right? Kodak Black. They were all ruined in a matter of degree, you know. They were chastised. They were reprimanded, man. All right. Showed you, man. Like the brother said, the moment you come back and proclaim your heritage as an Israelite, now you're a threat. You're a problem. All right. Targeted. You're anti-Sem. See that? Because ultimately, as we said before, hey, these devils are just guilty, man. All right. Their time is up. The lies, the witchcraft, the sorcery, the strongholds are being broken. And our people are no longer leaning upon him that smote them. That's what it is.
Yeah, and they see that since the magnifying glass is being put on them for all the problems in the world, they have to deflect. And that's the only way they can deflect, by trying to put the blame on us. Like, we're the ones that's causing all the problems in the world.
Yep. You got it, Doc.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 2. And they covet ill. This is Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed.
That's what this devil has done, man.
Yep.
All right? Through these lies and this deception, all right, he has blinded the minds of the true Israelites, man. All right, you so-called black, Latino, and Native Americans. This is why that that cast has been put, that cover cast has been put upon our people to where they don't know where they are, man, who they are, man.
Micah chapter 2, verse 2. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. See, when the morning is light, they practice it. Because it is in the power of their hand.
Right. It was in the power of his hand. The Lord gave Esau the power to pretty much hide our identity from him, man. Because when we got brought over here in chattel slavery, all right, he beat the nationality, our heritage out of us. Our feathers, all these lies, told us we were everything under the sun, but who we really are. Because when you go into the artifacts in the early parts of America's history, he was openly telling us that we were the true Israelites, man. You got different signs, different monuments and whatnot, where he was letting us know that here we have the Jews and the Israelites in captivity, right? And now we're in the age of information where all that stuff can be brought out. Now he wants to deflect, man. It's back against the wall, man.
Wouldn't it make sense if Amalek was really the true Jews like they claim to be? Why wouldn't they be proclaiming King David,
Exactly.
King Solomon?
Exactly.
Why do they always exalt Alexander the Great, the Greek, right? The Roman Empire. They can't help but to exalt their own heritage.
At the end of the day, I've never heard any of these damn kites speak about prophecy, which is the most important thing to show us that we Israelites, man. When did you kites go on slave ships? When did you lose your identity, man? When did you go out on the highways and byways and proclaim that you are the true people? None of the prophecies fit you damn devils, man. Which shows you ain't the people, man. So since you see us doing it, you see that your hegemony is pretty much being exposed, man. Right? Your power is being taken away, man.
Hey, tell you in Job that he should be chased out of the world, man.
That's right.
And the fact that he's been exposed the way he's been exposed is a part of him being chased out of the world, man.
Right.
You ain't the people. You are the liars of the earth, man. Our enemies shall be found as liars. See? You got it. All right, read on.
Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence.
Covet fields and take them by violence. That's why Esau is in every part of the world, man. All right? You're in every part of the world. Shit. How did you get the land of Israel, man? What was that? World War I or II?
I believe it was
World War II. And then through that,
the Balfour
Declaration. That's how you got the land of Israel. Prophecy said the Lord himself was going to put the Israelites back in the land of Israel.
Yep.
Which once again, we're going to strike against you devils, man.
Finish out.
And houses take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yep.
That's what you're seeing done, man. All right? We can't even proclaim who we really are. Like I said, you don't have a problem when Jake's calling himself a damn Christian or Muslim, all right? Wabi and whatever the hell else is out here, niggas calling themselves more or whatever else, man. All right? Because they know there ain't no power behind that shit, man. Right? So when they start claiming that we are the real Israelites, that's when the problem becomes, because now that power is being brought back to the Lord's people, man.
So,
And we know that based upon the scriptures. The scriptures speak of how when we stood upon our feet in great boldness, great fear fell upon them, man. So these devils are trembling and fearful of the fact that we're openly proclaiming that we are the nation of Israel.
That's right.
What's more,
That's right.
because they pretty much concocted various parts of society to try and straddle us away from our heritage. They went to the fullest extent to rob us of our heritage and our nationality.
yeah.
You see, but now the truth is being exalted. I still got that second Ezra.
Yeah, get that real quick. Yeah, because that whole anti-Sem thing is just a big mind fuck. That's all it is, man. It's a play on words, right?
And that's the calling card anytime the microscope is put on Esau, man. Because they said that on the lesson that Elder Monopson's did last night. I forgot what news channel it was, but the damn the Edomite was talking about how he said since Kanye's been going on this little run or whatever, they said that anti-Sem attacks have been going up, which is bullshit.
That's the narrative. That's the narrative they need, man. See, we the victims. We're under attack right now. Everybody hates us.
Right.
You see that? That's Esau.
Who was doing something to these people out here, man? Hey, when you see these niggas on the street, ain't nobody beating them up. Ain't no cops shooting them down.
Them niggas have literal neighborhoods that are communities.
Yeah.
Niggas got their own schools.
Yep.
Niggas got their own hospitals.
Business
Niggas got their own banks. Niggas actually have a community. You know what I'm saying? Like within society. Right? How is it that you're oppressed? You control the access to resources in various parts of society, yet you're oppressed.
You're the one that sets forth all the judicial system, the goddamn police force, the education system. You control all this. So how are you oppressed, man? You know?
This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Okay, and we're seeing that happen right now. The lies and deceit of Esau, Edom are being quenched by what? The Spirit.
Man was being lifted.
That's right.
All right. And everybody is starting to see you devils for what you really are. A bunch of goddamn liars, man.
Yep. Continuing on, verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And that's what we're seeing happen right now, man. The truth is being declared, and it's being made manifest through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, who the true people of Israel are.
Yeah. Right, and you gotta look at it on a worldwide scale, man, because see, Esau is mainly focusing on America. But if this thing wasn't as big as it is, why is he not speaking about all the Israelites waking up all throughout the four corners, man? You know? That shows you this is more than just a movement, man. This is prophecy taking place, man. Yeah. Because you got Jake all over the world coming back to the truth, reclaiming their heritage, man. Coming back to their power, and openly declaring, you know, the fall of Babylon the Great, man.
This is a full-fledged slave revolution.
That's right.
Because we are to this day in our captivity,
that's right,
as the scriptures say. So here it is, we're standing upon our feet with great boldness in our captivity, chanting down this man's system.
That's right.
We are seen as enemies of the state. We are seen as a threat. We are seen as revolutionists. And we see how Esau has taken our people when they enter into that steed. Like as the elder had did that video on how you had, what's that dude's name? Harry Truman? That guy? He was speaking about how they would never allow another black messiah.
Oh, that was
the head of the FBI.
That was who?
Edgar Hoover. You had those Edomites back then understand the power of Jacob when they revolted. How much more when we revolt in truth? When we have the actual spirit dwelling within us once more as we do right now. See, they already knew what would happen.
See, because what it is, they fear another Nat Turner rebellion is taking place, man. You see, the difference between us and Nat Turner is Nat Turner doesn't understand that we have the word of the Lord. That's what we're telling our people. Because they're trying to make it seem like we're going to just rebel and just start killing all types of white people. No. The scripture says to wait upon the Lord, man. Because, hey, the Lord's going to be the one that's going to be doing the killing. All we're doing is heralding his return, man. You know? But see, they're trying to make it this big thing where, you know, we're looking at it as violent freedom, man. You know? All we're doing is freedom. Right?
I got a few. Right? Just to add on, it's all we just get rolling in the spirit. Hey, shalom, man. Right? This Ecclesiastes 9 and 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. You see that? See, we don't have to bear arms. We don't have to get carnal. Our weapon is what? The scriptures, man. Right. It's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? This is our weapon, man. The fact that we have the true knowledge. Right? So it says, wisdom, Ecclesiastes 9 and 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. See that? And through this spiritual war that we're in the midst of, Esau is getting his ass handed to him. Right? Hey, Jake is talking. The truth is going out by the prophets. See what I'm saying? The prophecies are being declared. The people are realizing that what? That the words of the scriptures are faithful and true, man. All right? So this is our weapon. Let me get another one.
All right. If I can answer that, Esau, ultimately what it is why he hates this so much, because he can't deny nothing what we're saying. This is why he has to come with the semantics.
Right.
He has to come, you know, and play on the emotions of the people, because like the video brothers was doing on the Edomites that was in LA that put the signs out talking about Kanye was right.
Right.
You notice when they put that shit on the news, they blur out the Bible verses.
Yeah, you see?
You know?
Yeah.
Because they can't deal with it, and they're trying to say that the Bible verses was used out of context.
Of course he would say that.
But when you,
And they also have that image, like showing the various Amalekites that are in position of power. And they blurred that out too.
Yeah, it's all control, man. Showing you once again, they control every goddamn thing. Let me get this too. This is Psalms 44. Psalms 44 and 4. And it reads, it says, Thou art my king, O power, command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. So through the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, through the power of his word is how we're pushing down our enemies.
that's why they try to keep the name hidden for all these years, man.
Exactly. It says, through thee we will push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us, man. So the hell with this whole campaign, all right, of coming against us with this whole, see, this is the thing, like you were saying. These devils ain't got to answer no questions. All they got to do is throw out the anti-sim immunity, and they ain't got to answer shit.
Right. Because they're playing on the ignorance of the people. Because like Apostle DeBar was saying, when you go into it, the only one that's really not Shem out here is the one that descends from Ham and Japheth.
That's it.
But it's a bunch of Shemites out here, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Ishmaelites, the Elamites, they're Shem.
Moabites.
Moabites, Ammonites, they're Shem, or Shem.
Yeah,
you know?
Ishmaelites, yep.
So you're playing on the ignorance of the people, man.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you're sensationalizing what Kanye is saying, all right, to stir up emotion. Because this is how this society is ran. Feels before reals, man. You know?
Right. Psalms 44 and 5, it says, Through thee we will push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us.
Right.
Verse 6, For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. See
Right.
that? Because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Get that. 2 Corinthians 10, 3 through 5. All right? For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. And that's what's happening, man, because the truth is going on.
Yeah.
The truth is going out, and it's putting these devils to shame, man. They're realizing that the lies, the strongholds are no longer holding on the minds of the people no more, man. Because the whole thing, the whole push of conspiracy theories, right? That was to make people feel bad for thinking critically, all right? Esau, that's just a buzzword, all right, to play on the people that think critically, man. That question things, man. That research, that look things out, that search things out. See, he wants you to be a zombie. He don't want you to think. That's what it's all about. Cause what? All of this is an information war, man.
Hey, it's gotten to the point where it's so blatant. You had the press secretary of the White House, Karen Jean-Pierre. She blatantly said, if anyone thinks contrary to the popular notion, they should be labeled an extremist.
Snares, man. That's how you lay. They're laying the snare out. And then, you know, going back to the one Edomite I got the interview with, he was pretty much saying that with all this talk of anti-sim, he said expect more attacks to be done against the small hat people, man.
Yeah.
You know, so they're outright telling you without actually telling you that there's going to be false flags arising from this whole situation.
Yeah, they laying the groundwork for it, man. You know.
Because by the time they actually come out and address us on the news, like directly, everybody's gonna be so fed up by hearing about the Israelites, man, that they're just gonna want us gone, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. I got something else too. Oh, get that.
This is 2 Corinthians, you got it? This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10
This one.
and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Yep.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Right, because see, it wasn't never commanded of us to take up arms and to fight against Esau, because at the end of the day, the sword is his blessing, man. All right? And the Most High said what? He was going to be the one to take down our enemies, man. Not ourselves, man. Vengeance is the Lord's, man.
That's right.
All right? So our weapon of warfare is the spirit, man.
the
These
spirit.
scriptures. Because these devils can't say nothing against what we're saying. They can't deny what we're saying is the truth. This is why they have to come with the ad hominem attack. They got to come with the false flag,
Yep.
slander. Because that's all they got.
Yep.
Because one thing that I've noticed that throughout the whole time that they've been dealing with Kanye, they've never denied what he said was true.
Exactly.
So that lets you know that it's all being framed to come against us in the end, man.
Yeah. Right.
And are we really gonna put it past this devil? Like he hasn't went on to do this before, time and time again. He's a master. He's a cunning serpent. He is very trickery. He is able to play on the emotions and the minds of the people easily.
Yeah.
He has these niggas' minds.
Serpent is something. It's called
That's subtlety, man.
it's called demoralization, man.
Yeah.
You know, if I can get that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says this is from an FBI agent named Yuri Bezmonov. It says he was a KGB informant. It says why people can't see the truth. All right. So he says a person who is demoralized is unable to access true information. The facts tell him nothing. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents and pictures, he will refuse to believe it.
Yeah, that shows you that the Lord has a veil. He has people blinded, man. No matter how much truth and proof you give them, they still not going to be able to see it. That's heavy. Any more?
Yep. It says that's the tragedy of the situation of demoralization. Once people's morals have been debased, education becomes indoctrination, entertainment becomes hypnotism, criminals become leaders, and lies become truth.
Yep.
And that's where the world has went now, because Esau, through his witchcraft, has demoralized the whole world.
Yeah, he has the people under a spell, man.
Yeah.
You see? And like the brother was saying, his words is witchcraft, man. Sorcery. You know? He knows how to put you under that spell, man. You see that? And what does it say? Psalms 55:21? Right? His words were smoother than butter,
Right.
but war was in his heart, man.
There's also another word that same guy used called subversion. All right, so that word subversion, this is how he destroyed us as a people. It goes back to, it says, a physical destruction, demolition, ruinization, overthrow of a system or a law. And it says the downfall of overthrow, which is how he was able to pretty much detach our people from the truth, man. All right, so by subverting us away from the scriptures, that's why our people are pretty much against the scripture now. So you got a lot of them that's hearing what we're saying, and these other people that's claiming to be Israelites, and it's off-putting to them because they've embraced the American culture. They like what Esau has gave them, man. You know.
I got something real quick. You had some more in there? Go ahead.
Verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach.
Yeah. See that? And what's being cast down? All right? The Hall of Fraud, you being the people, fake white man Jesus, the plantation Christianity, right? Islam. Because, this devil want to tie us with that. We ain't no damn Muslims neither, man. Right? See, these devils, they know who we are. Right? They got the archaeological evidence. They got the anthropologists. They went over there and made the discoveries, man. Just as they know who we are, they know who they are. The Edomites, man. So, like I said, they're just playing on the mass ignorance of the people, man. That's all it is, man.
Hey, what it really is now is he's mad that the people are waking up, man. You know? Hey, because he thought that this damn deception was going to be on our people forever, and that they was going to be able to run away with this lie into the sunset, man. Establish their new world order and just get rid of Jake. You see, the Lord had other plans for you devils, man.
Yep. Ooh, that's the spirit. Hold on, I got two for you real quick before you get that Ezekiel. All right, this is Salakia, where was it at? Isaiah 44, right? This was adding on to what you said. It's Isaiah 44, verse 25. It says, that frustrated the tokens of the liars. You see that? We're frustrating the tokens of these damn liars, man. These Edomites, right? By the word, man. By the power of the word. That frustrated the tokens of the liars and making the diviners mad. See that? These sorcerers, these witches, man. Esau's mad.
Yeah.
You know?
And all this witchcraft that he's put out to try to, keep our people in this dumbfounded state is wearing off. It's not working no more, man. And they're pissed because the more and more enchantments they're trying to throw up to keep our people lost, the Lord is like, nah, that's it. That's it for that shit. Your power is waning.
That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Enchantments. That's all this stuff is enchantments. The anti-sim, all right, the narrative that's being pushed is all enchantments on the weak minds of these people, man. Right? But the elect, you're not gonna fool them. See? It says that frustrated.
I was gonna say, can I get a quick piece?
Go ahead. I'll bring it back.
2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, so we are not ignorant of his devices.
See that? You got it. I'll speak on it.
God, so the devices and the enchantments that Esau Edom, he's trying to establish them to try and ensnare our people from trying to seek out more knowledge and more wisdom of what reality really is, of what our plight is, of who he is. But ultimately, the elect will always be able to break through that. You see, they're not going to fall for. They're not going to fall for the snare.
Yeah. That's right. Isaiah 10 and 20.
Oh, that's
Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath the Most High wrought? So just land back on what the brothers are saying, man. You know, there's no enchantment that Esau can put out here in the world that's going to sway the elect, man.
Right.
You read into the latter end of Romans 8th chapter, man. It's already goes into a list of things that won't be able to get you out of the Lord's hand, man. Shouldn't be able to elect.
Hey, don't the scripture say if it were possible to deceive the very elect? It ain't possible, man. The Lord always left a remnant, man. Real quick, you had something you was holding?
Okay.
All right, give me Isaiah 10 and 20. I was quoting that.
Oh, shit. I got it right here, my bad.
God.
Isaiah 10:20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are as escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
And that's happening
That's
right
y'all
now.
brother.
Hey, peace, brother.
Wow.
See, that's what's going on. All right, the elect ain't leaning on this devil no more. The lies, they're not believing in this bullshit, man. Right? They that err shall come in the truth. You see that? So this is a big deal because what? We are at the end, man. The awakening and the sealing of the elect, which is going to result in the end, the destruction, man. Right? Let me go back to that Isaiah 44. I got two real quick before we go to that Ezekiel. Right? Back in Isaiah 44:25, it says that frustrated the tokens of the liars and maketh the diviners mad, man. All of his enchantments ain't working. Right? That turneth wise men backwards and maketh their knowledge foolish. You see that? Your so-called knowledge and wisdom is being made foolish, man. Like we said, it's time for you to answer the questions. Where is the 6 million prophecy at in the Bible, man? Where is the Holocaust? Where is the Auschwitz at? Where is that at, man?
Where's the rest of the tribes at?
Yeah, where's the rest of the tribes at?
These niggas food members of the tribes.
Back into
on the
Israel,
land.
right? Talk about it's fulfilling prophecy, man. Where is that in the Bible? Right? The Balfour Declaration. Point it out, man. Where is it at in the Torah, in the Tanakh, man? You see? So everything that you devils have assimilated on lies is being destroyed, man. Let me get this too. You got something?
I was gonna say that we question you people. Where did this happen at? This is Baruch chapter 2, verse 30.
Right.
For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
That's right.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. So when were you in the land of captivity, call upon your true name? You weren't doing that when you was in the Holocaust, when you was in the so-called concentration camps, man.
Auschwitz.
That bullshit, damn lie. These prophecies don't fit you devils at all, man.
Could you reread that?
Yeah.
What's more about themselves?
Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
Right. They shall remember themselves. Now, pursuing the Psalms 83, there was a crafty council that took place to eradicate the remembrance in the name of Israel from off the planet Earth.
Right.
That's why when you look at the people on this sign, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all of these terms are derogatory and bywords. When you look up black, it means void of light.
Right.
When you look up Hispanic, it means property of Spain. When you look up Native American, it means that you're native of a land that's named after Amerigo Vespucci.
Yeah,
All of these names are nothing more than derogatory terms.
It's mockery, man.
It's mockery. But that shows forth who is actually fulfilling the
Right.
prophecy.
Because in the curses, in Deuteronomy, It says that we're going to be called by bywords and proverbs, that we're going to fall away from our heritage, man. That a nation from far is going to come to us and make, they was going to come ahead, and we were going to become the tails, man. You know?
I got that real quick. Psalms 44 in verse 14, it says, Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. It says, my confusion, right. Is this the daughter of Zion that the man called a beauty of perfection? Perfection of beauty, right? Psalms 44 and 15, my confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face have covered me. You see that? And that's and tell us when the 48ers went through that, man. Being called by another name.
And I want to deal with the Bible, man.
Exactly.
Because they know they ain't got it, man. Hey, the moment that they try to use the scriptures to combat their claim, man, they know that they're finished, man. This is why they sent their little hound dog vocab, what's Heyman Malone,
Right.
you know?
Hey guys.
Yeah, how you doing?
You know, to come out here and try to stir up confusion, you know?
That's a fact, bro. They never bring out the scriptures.
Never.
And the scriptures tell us that, matter of fact, if I can get it.
Yep.
Why you getting that? My main thing, why have you never addressed Revelation 2 and 9? You've never addressed it, because who else on the planet has referred to themselves as the Jews, man? You know? It's only you. The chief house of Satan, man. All right?
I'm gonna bring this out to you. Fine. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
No light in these devils, man. Hey, look what they're doing over there in the Holy Land, man. You're the Lord's chosen people eating kosher pig. When the scriptures tell you that what the Lord made unclean, you can't make clean, man. All right, you host the biggest gay parade in all the world in Pink City over there, man.
Yep.
All right. Majority of the Amalekites over there don't even believe in the Most High, man. So how the hell are you the people of the Lord, man?
Yep, the land is barren.
Hey, you hump the wall that goes back to Herod, man. You know, which is idolatry. If you want to claim to be the people, man. All right. You cover your heads up with that yarmulke. The scripture talk about you ain't supposed to do that, man. It's so many strikes against you devils, man, that you don't want to deal with because you know that proves you that you ain't the people, man.
Right on time. Malachi 1 and 14. But cursed be the deceiver. All right, going back to Cain.
Yep.
Right? Which could apply to Esau, Amalek now, man. Right? Cursed be the deceiver which have in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrifice unto the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, a corrupt thing. All right? And see, bottom line is that what? You ain't the people. Right? And what did these devils do? They put up a wicked and corrupt sacrifice, as we was talking about a couple weeks ago. Right? The whole building of that third temple. We ain't forget about that shit neither. Right? The 600 so-called Levites that was supposed to send up a prayer for the temple and all that shit. Yeah. They're actually trying to build a physical third temple over there, man.
Where the scripture says what happened?
Where is that in the scriptures?
I could have sworn the scripture said the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Exactly.
You know?
So they sacrifice, they vow and sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupt thing. All right? And just as Cain's sacrifice was rejected, all right, you devils is rejected, man. You and your wicked sacrifices you putting up. It says, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord a corrupt thing, for I am a great king, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. Right, and that's another reason why you 48ers, you small hats, call the Most High by the name of Shem. Right? Hashem. Right, which literally means the name, man. Right? Because you wouldn't give it, hey, you ain't the Lord's people. He said that my name was dreadful among the heathen. They know the name of the Lord, but they know they can't say it.
When they say that his name is too holy to speak,
Yeah.
where is that in the Bible?
Where is that in the Bible?
All throughout the scripture, the Lord said to call upon his holy name, to glorify his holy name, think upon that name. All the scriptures, because that's how you exalt the Lord, man.
Yep.
So you doing that, you're actually muzzling the glory that's supposed to come to him if you are the holy people.
Yeah, because they know they ain't the people, man. Right? Go to Ezekiel 36. Let's get that. You was holding something. Y'all brothers holding anything? Bring it out, man. We just in the spirit with it.
This is Ezekiel 36 and 1.
Yep.
Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
Yeah, see that the enemy is occupying the ancient high holy land, the land of Israel. They have said, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in our possession. Who is that? Right? Hold that real quick. We're gonna read on. Go to Zechariah 9 and 6. Right? Because there's imposters in the land. There's frauds out there, man. Counterfeits. Like it tells you Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter. They esteem us as counterfeits. Right? They talk loud. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah 9 and 6. It says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod.
Yeah, what is a bastard? An illegitimate son. All right? A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod is a key city out there in Israel, man. Right? So there's bastards in that's occupying that land. You see? Go ahead.
And I will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
Yep, give me one more. Isaiah 1 and 7. Right before we go back to Ezekiel 36. Proving to you that what? The true people are not in the land of Israel at this current moment, man.
Right.
Right?
Isaiah 1 and 7. Your city is desolate. It's like your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire.
Yep.
Your land, strangers devour it in your presence.
You see that? Your land, strangers, heathens, all right? They devour it in your presence. Anymore?
And it is desolate and as overthrown by strangers.
Yeah, it's overthrown by strangers. You got a heathen over there, man.
NLT bad.
Go ahead.
It says your country, this is Isaiah 1 and 7 NLT. Your country lies in ruins, and your towns are burned.
See, all the way going back to 70 AD, man.
That's right.
Right? From there all the way to this point now, man. The land of Israel is desolate, man.
And they've destroyed the land, the Holy Land, so much to where they have to import crops over there now, man, because the land won't even grow anymore, man.
Exactly.
It says, foreigners plunder your fields before your eyes and destroy everything they see. That's Esau, man. Because it tells you what, Malachi 1 and 4, that Esau is the border of wickedness, man. All right? The son of perdition, like it tells you in 2 Thessalonians 2.
Yep.
All right? So he destroys everywhere he goes, man. All right? So the Israelites, the true Israelites, man, they're supposed to bring life. This man brings peace everywhere he damn goes, man.
Yeah. And when the true Israelites were in power, there wasn't supposed to be any more wars in the earth.
Exactly. The earth is supposed to flourish under the rule of the true Jews, man. Well, the Israelites in the whole. And all the Jews are just Judah. All right?
That's right.
So going back, Ezekiel 36 and 3. Therefore prophesy.
Read 2 again.
Like Ezekiel 36 and 2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are in our possession.
Right, and when did that come to fruition? All right, with the Balfour Declaration. In 1917, when it was set up, and then you had in 1948 the creation of a so-called ish state, right? So there was an official, when you go into the research, it was an official letter that was written to, what's his name? Walter Rothschild, man. I believe that's his name, right? Go ahead. And he was a prominent, what did it say in the history? He was a prominent, what did he say? Prominent, he was part of the so-called British Jewish community, right? So, hey, it was all set up, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. Therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that you might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are in infamy of the people.
We hate it amongst the world, man. You know, go ahead.
Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua to the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate waste, and to the cities that are forsaken, which are become a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about.
Yeah. The frauds over there, man. All right, going back all the way back to 70 AD, and the scattering of the Israelites among the nations. Right, go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea.
Against all Idumea. All right, that's Greek for Edom. Esau, Edom. Go ahead.
which have appointed my land into their possession.
Right, so it said that the Idumeans appointed the land of Israel into their possession, man. And you got these devils running around saying that what? That Esau was done away with, man. Right? Well, hold on. It tells you that the Idumeans possessed the land of Israel.
Right.
They appointed his land into their possession. Right? So you can't get around that. When they deal with that scripture, hell no. Right? Read it again.
Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession.
See that?
With the joy of all their heart, with despiteful hands, to cast it out for prey.
Yeah, with the spiteful minds to cast it out as a prey, man. You see that? So we are the prey. And we were the ones that were casted out of the land. And that's why going back to 1948, you had the creation of a so-called homeland, all right, an ish state for the frauds, man. See that? Now, real quick, I got 3. Somebody give me Isaiah 63. You have something?
I had a little history on the Belfort.
Go, bring it out, bro. Bring it out. Talk loud.
This is some history on the Belfort Declaration.
Balfour.
Balfour Declaration found on Britannica.com. Britannica.com. It says the Balfour Declaration was endorsed by the principal Allied powers and was included in the British Mandate over Palestine, formally approved by the newly created League of Nations on July 24, 1922. In May 1939, the British government altered its policy in the White Paper, recommending a limit of 75,000 further immigrants and an end to immigration by 1944, unless the resident Palestinian Arabs of the region consented to further immigration. Zionists condemned the new policy, accusing Britain of favoring the Arabs. This point was made moot, another word for debate, by the outbreak of World War II and the founding of the State of Israel in 1948.
Yep.
So pretty much you had this session that pretty much debated the clause for these people that weren't native to that land to actually establish a sovereignty in that land because they felt that they kept the practices. But that didn't mean that they were actually of that bloodline.
Exactly.
But they've gotten so puffed up that they exalt themselves as if that's their land, as if that's that piece of Israel belongs to them.
Right.
When clearly, when you read into the history, it doesn't.
And to even further add to what you're saying, even the Palestinians who they're constantly at war with, they know that they're not the true people, man. All right? I got a quote from it's the second president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser. It says, this is a quote about the fake JWs currently in Israel. It says, you will never be able to live in peace here because you left here black and came back white. Because they know, the whole world knows that this man is not the real people. But you see, everybody's under their power, they're pretty much their hand though, man. They're yoked. So if you speak out against them, you get demonized, man. You get persecuted, you get put to death, man. So a lot of these people are in fear to speak up, the truth, man. All right? But see, we're not bound by no damn fear. You have nothing on us over here, man. Because we're solely, indebted to Yahweh Shah. This is why, and you can't muzzle like the celebrities do, man. All right?
That's right.
Because we don't have no stock in this damn world, man. We count everything done so that we can win Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
All right?
Go ahead, bring it out, bro.
So Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 17. The Lord hath done that which he had devised. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pitied. And he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horn of thine adversary. Adversaries, Esau and Edom, have been set up. That horn going into their power, man. So they're in the power seat with this society right now, man. But it's all the will of Yahweh Shai.
I got something real quick. I was looking for earlier. Somebody hold Jeremiah 16 and 19. All right. So I got this information from the elder Karatazar out there in Vegas. He did a lesson going into the to these frauds. So pretty much, the holofraud, right? Which is pretty much is what they use, the whole 6 million, narrative. It's pretty much what they use to fulfill the 2/3 prophecy written in Zechariah, right? And it said, and pretty much this led to the creation of the so-called Ish state in 1948. So basically, they forged, what they tried to do is they tried to forge the fulfillment of prophecy, all right? So going back to the point I made earlier, all right? Because yeah, exactly, they used that to justify prophecy and gain world sympathy. See that? That's why they get billions of dollars in aid. You see that? Because what happened to them was such a tragedy. That's why, as the Jake from the video that was going in about the tragedy that happened in Judah and in Gad, all right, it far exceeds, some dusty ass 6 million shit, man.
Which, when you actually go into what the Holocaust was, that shit wasn't even like they described it, man. Mm-hmm. All right, that was actually a resort to put those sick ass damn kites, they had typhus, man, which was a very contagious disease, man. So they tell you about the damn, how they were putting them in them gas chambers. They were putting the dead bodies in the chambers and burning them up so that shit wouldn't spread, man.
Exactly.
So that whole thing is just a damn hoax, man.
Yes, that's why the anti-Sim narrative, the anti-Sim thing plays into their persecution narrative, man. They're the victims. See that? That's how they're able to squirm and get away and get out of shit, you see? So going back to the point I made earlier, all right, that whole Balfour Declaration, which was set up in 1917, it was from a letter from Britain's Foreign Secretary, Arthur Balfour, and he addressed it to Lionel Walter Rothschild, a figurehead of the British Jewish community, man. See that? All frauds, man. Right, let me get this too. Isaiah 63, verse 17. O Lord, Yahweh Shebawashah, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways and harden our heart from thy fear? All right? Return for thy servant's sake. All right? Meaning adopt us back. Right? And that's happening now. See? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thy inheritance. Verse 18. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while. All right? Going back to you had King David and Solomon. 80 years apiece, basically, combined between them both.
Yeah, King David established it, was putting all the heathen down, and King Solomon was pretty much basking in what King David had done.
Exactly. See that? So we possessed the Holy Land for a little while, right? It says, and have possessed it but a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary, going back to 70 AD, all right? The siege of Jerusalem, right? It says, verse 19, we are thine, thou never bearest rule over them. Who's the them? All right, the frauds, all right? The small hats. We are thine, thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name. You see that? Going back to that scripture we read in Zechariah 9 and 6. It said that a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. They weren't called by the Lord. Psalms 50 and 16. Who are you to declare my statutes, man? Right? The whole description to proclaim that you, the Lord's people. Right. See that?
When you go into it, man, the Lord has an extreme hatred for you damn Amalekites, especially Amalekites. Esau as a whole, but especially Amalekites, man. All right? So that's why when you go into what happened with King Saul, and King Saul was supposed to wipe y'all out, man. But, he disobeyed the Lord and left the one king, and then he was able to pretty much, they was able to live, man. But the Lord, he wanted to wipe you out. I got a quick one.
You got it.
This is Exodus 17 and 16.
Yep.
For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
Yeah, see? And we're in that last generation, and we still at war with this devil now, man. But it never stopped. But this war is an actual spiritual war. As we said, it's an information war, man.
Right.
Because,
hey, when you go into the history, man, Amalek has always persecuted our people, man.
Yep.
Hey, when we left out of Egypt,
yep.
They whole asses were down, going to the back of the line and killing all the weak, old and children.
Yeah, to mess with the sword. They didn't let us pass through the land.
The Babylonians took us down. He was destroying the temple.
They aided in the destruction. I did a lesson on that today. They had a hand in the destruction when the Babylonians came under Nebuchadnezzar, all right, when he destroyed the first temple. Esau was all in the midst, rejoicing and helping them damn heathen out.
If you, Jake, truly knew your history, man, you wouldn't be all cushy, nosed up with these damn Edomites like you are now, man. Because these Edomites was always showing an extreme hatred. You think what they was doing to you here in America was bad, man? Just read the scriptures, man.
Right. And what's heavy about that, as the brother brought out Psalms 83, right? Who's spearheading it, right? Who's the head of the crafty council? Esau. Started with Amalek, all right? He was the one that financed all the slave trades when you go into the history. He financed the transatlantic slave trade, the trans-Saharan, you know, the Native Americans, the Dutch, right? They were the forerunners of all of that, man. And you had Ishmael that pretty much built the ships, and you had Ham that was rounding Jake up. Because remember, slavery was a world business, man. All the nations were involved, that crafty council, man.
That was the biggest global commodity.
Exactly.
To this day. You still got benefits now. That's still living off of slavery, man.
Yep.
You know?
A lot of these banks, when you actually look into them, a lot of them are rooted out of slavery.
Wall Street is still making money off slavery now. All right? Everybody that has a social security card, you're being traded on the damn stock market, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Real quick. This is Luke 21. We were talking about 70 AD. This is Luke 21 and verse 20. And it reads, it says, and this is red letter Yahushua speaking. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, all right, going into the Roman armies, all right, it's dealing with 70 AD. It says, Shalakia, Luke 21 and 20, it says, and when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. All right, and you can look this up, the Roman-Jewish wars. All right, you can go into that information in the 70 AD. Pretty much, what was it, 66 AD to 70 AD, right? Verse 21, right? And this resulted into what? To the falling away, right? The fallen, meaning we fell away from our nationality and heritage of who we truly are as the Lord people, right? When did this happen to the Ish people, right? Verse 20.
Yeah, when did you ever get your heritage stripped from you, man?
Exactly.
You know? Because when you actually go into how you became to call yourself that, you were converts, man. You know? Khazarians, all right? You took on that so that you could try to get peace with the Moors, man. You know?
Verse 21, it says, then, Luke 21 and 21, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out. All right, so you had Jake during the time of that Roman persecution. They fled into the interiors of Africa and all over the world, right? It says, and not let them that are in the countries enter therein too. Verse 22, Luke 21 and verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. All right, as the scriptures say that the kingdom of heaven would suffer violence, right? That was by what? The Romans. Verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, for there should be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And then also in the scholarships that's out there, all right, Rome goes back to Edom. The Romans were the Edomites. So are the Greeks and the Ottoman Turks.
Khazarians.
The Khazars, you were all Edomites. See? It says, read it on. All right, that great distress in the land was the Roman slaughter by the armies. It says, verse 24, the point, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Who's the they? The Israelites. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. Right. So as we were talking about slavery, man. All right. You had that went into slavery. You had Jake that got slaughtered. You had Jake that was taken by the Roman armies, used to go fight in them Colosseums to the death. Right. You know, like what's the show that used to come on back in the day, Spartacus?
Yep.
You know, that was Jake that was fighting in them arenas and shit.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
That was actually based off true events.
Yeah, true story.
Spartacus was actually a real person.
It says, and they should be led away captive into all nations, right? We were sold in slavery and scattered, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down. See? of the Gentiles, because right, you have, not only do you have the Ish people over there in the Holy Land, but you got Ishmael out there, you got Ham out there, you got all types of heathens out there in that land, right? It says, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And right now, we're in the times of the Gentiles being fulfilled because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is coming back to physically remove these goddamn heathen out of the land, man. Right? He's coming to destroy, and it tells you Psalms 110. He's coming to destroy the rulers of the heathen. See that? So this is all, hey, what we going through in these precepts, this is all the information that these devils don't want to get out, but it's already out there, man. See that? You got it, Doc.
Exposure is going out, man. Esau can no longer hide himself, man.
That's it.
All right?
Bring him out.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Now, knock against you down kites, man. When did you ever fall away from your heritage, man? We're going to keep presenting these questions that you're scared to answer.
And that man of sin be revealed.
Who is that? All right? Because like Elias was saying, man, all right, you have the forces of good and evil. All right? You can clearly see who is who. All right? Because these scriptures represent good, and who's the ones bringing them out and truth to say? That's us. So the son of perdition, all right, the man of sin, who is that? These are questions that you Christians, you damn so-called Ish people, whoever, y'all don't want to answer these questions, man. Y'all don't like dealing with the Bible because y'all don't have the answers. And we'll give you the answers, man. Okay?
Verse 3 in the latter end, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And that man of sin is being revealed, which is you devils, man. You so-called white people. You have deceived the whole world.
Yeah.
Job 9:24, man. We covered the faces of the judges.
Right.
Because the main judge that's going to come fuck you up is the so-called black man whose name is Yahushua. All right? It's not Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. And you so-called white people and you Ish people are the same people. You're Edomites. You know, because the 48ers like to try to separate themselves from being white. No, you're Edomites.
Yeah.
Right? You are both Edomites. You are the same nationality of people, man.
That's right.
Right? So let's get that straight, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
And is that not what we're seeing in this God-forsaken world? Everything that's posted here in this society goes directly against what the Bible is about. But here in America, it's supposed to be a God-fearing country. Who everything is supposed to be based off the Bible.
She's like, who is it led by? Amalek. It always ties back perfectly to the son of perdition being revealed in this time.
He's the source.
He's the source of every problem on the planet. And now he's being called out directly for it.
Yeah, that's why he created all these programs such as the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, all these programs that so-called combat hate. Because when people start thinking and they go to the source of the problem, it's always going to lead back to them. Yeah. See that? That's why they're in the forefronts spearheading all these groups, man, because they don't want it to come back on. They don't want people to wake up and find out that it's them.
Right.
See?
This is why they've been pushing forward with this cancel culture bullshit, man. Because these people that have been given all these different platforms to pretty much spew out their madness, when they begin to have a little sense, be put inside of them and they start speaking, all right, that little flame that they have, been given to have a voice, once that's being threatened to take away, these people, they're going to back up.
Yeah.
But you see, we don't give a damn if you cancel us, man. Shit, we ain't. And ultimately, we're uncancelable because the Lord is going to have His word go out regardless whether He wants to or not, man.
That's it.
Continuing on, verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that He is the Most High, sitting in the temple of God, showing Himself that He is God.
And that's the whole MO of why He's doing everything that we're seeing. But he's trying to establish Himself as the Most High Himself. This is why He's pushing out the Bible. He's pushing out all sources of religion because ultimately He wants the whole world to worship Him.
He's trying to push out truth.
Yeah, and this is why He's coming with this Quran, because that's going to be the ultimate sign that show that these people worship Him.
He's going to enslave the world.
He's going to enslave the world through a digital order. Have control over your mind, your thoughts, your spirit, everything. He wants to own literally everything, man.
Yep.
Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
Yep. We're in that time, man. Because back then, when this was wrote, Israelites, they didn't know. All right? They didn't know the Romans was the devil, man. But we know that. Because the Spirit has been manifesting that you niggas is the goddamn devil. We're going to keep saying that, man. All right? Because no other nation is doing this amount of wickedness like you are, man.
Right. The same ones that were there to siege Jerusalem back in 70 AD are the ones that's about to try and siege us once more. You see? They're trying to go full force and eradicate us to the fullest extent. Okay? They're trying to put that digital all into our body and pretty much desecrate our connection to the Most High.
Yeah, cast us from our excellency.
That's right.
I got precept, I got 2. Psalms 37 and 9. Psalms 37 and 9, it says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. All right, because his ass is going down. Verse 11, but the meek shall inherit the earth. Right? Because we talk about it all the time, the transition of power, man. The wicked is fallen and Israel is being risen up. And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace, which is the true rest, the kingdom of heaven. Psalms 37 and 12, the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. And that's what's going on right now. Right? The plotting and the scheme. You got the so-called black Hebrew Israelite pamphlet, document online, Project Megiddo, the King Alfred plan, right? The extremist handbook on how to deal with the Israelites, the analysis of their origins, what they're about, right? This nigga is constantly plotting.
Hey, how to counteract dealing with the scriptures.
Yeah, how to counter him with the scriptures, right?
What about countering his narrative?
Exactly. See, but that's what we do through the Spirit. All right? It says the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. His teeth symbolizes power because he's ready to come down upon the saints. Verse 13, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming, right? Verse 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation, which is us. We hold the upright conversation, which is the truth. And they want to slay us for it. Jumping up, same chapter, Psalms 37 and 32, it says the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. See that? So they're watching us, they're watching everything that we do. They got us categorized. Go to Revelation 12, get that real quick. Revelation 12 and 10, read from verse 10 down to 12, right? So they got us marked, targeted, you know? But the Lord said what? He shall laugh at them because he see if his day is coming, man. You don't think that the Heavenly Father, you don't think that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to intervene, all right, when this shit gets to a level, when they decide to make a move, right? You think, hey, the Lord, like Elder Yahshua said, hey, the Lord is not going to allow this devil to totally defile his woman, right? Hey, the scriptures say that he was jealous for Zion, man. He was jealous for his woman. He gonna defend his woman in the time of trouble, man. Yeah. You see that?
Cause they say what? What's that? Zechariah had said that he's angered the nations because they touched the apple of his eye.
That's right.
You know. So yeah, the Lord's gonna intervene, man. You have to believe that, because really, you should be looking forward to this devil coming down.
Exactly.
Because when he do it, that's it for him.
Yeah, because the standard gonna be raised up.
That's it.
That's what brothers have been talking about all week, man. Hey, that power gonna come, man. No matter what the hell this nigga do, man. Power gonna be raised up on the earth. The standard gonna be lifted. Man gonna be raised up with power from the heavens, man. And the Lord told us to be patient. All right, man. Get that in Luke 24 and verse 49, real quick, and then you get that Revelation 12.
We get into the exciting part of the story, man.
Exactly.
You know? Right before the climax, man. The big climactic action scene that's about to take place.
Oh yeah.
The Lord's about to show him fucking out, man.
God.
You know?
24 and verse 49.
This is Luke chapter 24 and verse 49. And behold, I sent, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 48.
God.
And ye are witnesses of these things. And behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you.
Yeah, the Lord said, I send the promise of my Father upon you. What is that? Go ahead.
But tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem until ye be endued with power from on high.
Until you be endued with power from on high. All right, you got that? Can somebody get that? The good news, right? See, the Lord told us to be patient because the power coming, right? The Lord gonna lift up a standard. The Lord is gonna perform divine intervention for the saints, man, for the righteous. See, that's why these devils are scared, man. They know what's coming, right? Right? That's Luke 24 and verse 49. In the Good News Translation. Get that real quick. Let me go with that Revelation 12.
Luke 24 and 29 is the GMT.
49.
Luke 24 and 49. And I myself will sit upon you when my Father has promised.
Yeah, see? The Lord said He's going to sit upon us, but the Father has promised. All right, go ahead.
But you must wait in the city till the power from above comes down upon you.
Yeah, you see? Until the power from above, from the heavens, come down upon you. So the elect are going to get that power, man. All right? The hell with these goddamn devils, man. Right? And King David, what did he say? He said, I shall not fear even if a host encamped around about against me, man. A host is an army, man. He said, I shall not fear. See? You got any more? That was it? So go ahead and go to that.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power.
That's right.
And the power of his Mashiach.
Uh-huh.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
You see that? The accuser of our brethren, going back to Esau, he's been cast down, man. He's being dethroned right before our eyes, man. All right? The enchantments are not working, right? The world is rising up against him for World War III. He's being cast down. Go ahead.
Which accused them before our power day and night.
Yep.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Yeah, see that? See, we already overcame this devil by the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. It's already, the victory has already been written, man. We just playing out this movie here, man. Right?
And by the word of their testimony.
In the word, because what? We hold the testimony that we hold is faithful and true. We hold the true testimony, the scriptures. The testimony of Yahweh Shai is what? The spirit of prophecy, which can't be stopped, which can't be quenched. Right? Go ahead.
And they love not their lives unto death.
Right. So, hey, some the elect, some of the believers may have to be martyrs in Yahweh Shai, but as we always bring out, there's no loss in the Lord, man. Because ultimately, those spirits are going to be raised up first when the Lord comes back.
That's the greatest form of honor you can show for the Lord, man, to give your life for the truth, man.
Exactly. The Lord said, "Precious in the precious was definite." What did He say?
Precious in the eyes of the Lord is
The death of His saints, man.
Yep.
Because at the end, they're gonna be raised up into immortality. So there ain't no loss, right? Go ahead.
Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
That's right.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
The scripture said, "Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea." All right. Woe unto the planet. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right. So in the spirit, this has to be the beginning of his great wrath, man. The demonization, the persecution. All right. Labeling us terrorists and extremists. Right. He's gonna come down upon us physically with great wrath because what? He knows that his time is short. Hey, you don't think Esau knows 2 Ezra 6 and 9?
Right.
You don't think he knows that scripture? There's a reason why he took the Apocrypha out the Bible, man. You don't think he knows that scripture? Esau would be the end of the world and Jacob be the beginning of it that followeth. So they know what's up, man.
You make up a sweat for that scripture.
Come on, man. James 2 and 19, my favorite scriptures, man. The devils also believe and tremble.
Yep.
This nigga is hurting, man. He doing everything to try to cover up his tracks, to try to control the narrative, man. But it ain't working, right? This is the power of the Lord, man. Remember, Elder Apostle Gabar always used to say that part of these devils' power was his secrecy, man, right? But we're in a time, as we read in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, that the man, the son of perdition, would be revealed, man. that the wicked would be revealed in this time, man. Right? You can't hide behind your anti-Sem narrative no more. Right? You can't shut us down. Right? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. That the righteous will stand. You got it?
No, I'm sorry. You keep
No,
going.
you got it.
I'm asking.
No, that's it. The scripture says the righteous was standing in great boldness before the face of such that afflicted him, man. So that's going on right now, man. All over the earth, man. On the highways and hedges, out on the unicorn, right? The declaration is being made that we are the people, man. Right? That the name of the Heavenly Father and Son is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. That salvation is for the elect, that the wicked, the Edomites are going to be destroyed, man. The nations are going into slavery in the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
Right? Babylon is going to be wiped off the earth. All these things are being declared right now, man. And it won't be stopped. Go ahead, Ak.
Speaking on how you said that we're in the beginning stages of this man's wrath. Because this whole psyops with Kanye is really showing forth the direction in which we're going as far as the propaganda.
Exactly.
And how the media is about to start playing on the minds and emotions of the people. Because literally when we were speaking on that topic, there was an alert from CNN that says Skechers says Kanye West was escorted from the office after arriving unannounced without invitation. So they're going to the fullest extent to drive home a point and a stance against the belief of exalting yourself and proclaiming to be an Israelite. Because everything that Kanye was speaking on, like as brothers were saying from the beginning, is speaking the truth and is contrary to the popular belief of society that Esau propagates and feeds off of.
Right.
So he can't allow this shit to go any further.
I got to add on to that. Now, the elder just sent this in the chat, right? This was on Facebook. This was posted by posted by Alazar, right? From Sakari, right? This is on Facebook. Somebody screenshot it. I'm gonna put it in the screen. I'm gonna read it first. It says, this is from the so-called Guerrilla Hebrew, right? It says, extremists, this is on the ADL website, right? The Anti-Defamation League, man, which is spearheaded by the 48ers. It says, ADL, extremist so-called black Hebrew Israelite sects. It says, national and local leaders of various extremist so-called black Hebrew Israelites, BHI sects, including Israel United in Christ, IUIC, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, ISUBK, and the Sakari so-called black Hebrew Israelites reacted to Kanye's comments by reiterating his claims that black people are Jews and therefore cannot be anti-Sem, praising his role in spreading their teachings and lauding his bravery for fighting against so-called Ish people control. You see that? So it's getting hot and heavy. Let me put it in the screen.
See, that's the thing. Going back to the topic that we've been bringing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, you have to prepare yourself for this, man. We can't stress it enough through the spirit that this man is preparing something massive. This psyops is not coincidental. This preparation of targeting the beliefs that we have of proclaiming ourselves openly to be Israelites, we are about to be faced with heavy persecution. The scriptures spoke of these things to come to pass. Right. That's why we exhort our people that proclaim to be Israelites to prepare for this, man. This devil is sizing us up.
If I may say, propaganda against your enemies is the first declaration of war, man. You know, that's what every nation does before they actually go to battle. They load up the propaganda machine to go against whoever they're speaking against, man. Right? So that's what they're doing to us right now. You know, to all the believers. You know, even those who know that they're Israelites. You know, they track your internet records and all these things of that nature, man. So, God, because that's what this devil is ultimately doing. That Revelation 12 and 17, man. You know, the dragon is wroth with the woman, so he's preparing war against us, man.
Wow.
That's the remnant.
That's that, probably Ezekiel 29, I think, 8. Because that's that sword being sharpened, man. You know? Because this devil, like we're bringing out, man, hey, his lie is being exposed. So that's all he has left is just to bring out that sword, man. You know?
Hey, the Lord said, marvel not if the world hates you.
Yeah.
It hated me first, man. We will be hated. Can I get that real quick? Matthew. All right, because we talked about the persecution, and that was heavy that the elder just said that. All right. So they already ready to roll, man. All right, this is real quick. Matthew chapter 5, straight to the point. Matthew 5 and verse 10. And it reads, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. All we doing is bringing out the Bible in spirit and truth. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake, right? He's the accuser. He's the false accuser, the slanderer, the propaganda that's being set up. Verse 12, Matthew 5 and 12, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. See that? So it's going to happen.
Yeah. And we gotta, like you said, we gotta ready ourselves for that spiritually, mentally, all right? Even physically, to a degree. We're not saying no, all of us be ready, man. All right? As the scriptures say, man, walk circumspectly, man. All right? Because our adversary, the devil, like a roaring lion, he's saying who he can devour, man. And he's gonna pressure a lot of you so-called, jakes, all right, that claiming to be in the truth. He's gonna put the pressure on you. A lot of you gonna fall because you ain't got the proper foundation to lean back upon. Man.
Exactly.
That's why it's so heavy. You see all these damn rebuke videos going out, or you guys is going off, man. Because we're trying to help you fortify your house so that you be ready to stand against the storm that's about to come down upon all of us. Man.
Exactly.
It's ultimately the spirit.
That's
I
right.
got one more. Salaki. 1 Peter 4 and 14. Right? Matter of fact, we'll start at 12. 1 Peter 4 and 12, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Verse 13, but rejoice inasmuch as you are partakers of Yahushua sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, you may be glad also with exceeding joy. See? Verse 14. If you be reproached for the name of Yahushua, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of power resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. You see that?
That's how you're able to show forth your faith in the Lord, man. So when you are pretty much persecuted for the Lord's sake, that's you showing forth your faith to be able to stand, fervently for the Lord's name, man.
That's it. Verse 15, 1 Peter 4 and 15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other man's matters. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, all right, or a follower of the Anointed One, or Hamashiachim, let him not be ashamed, right? We ain't ashamed. But let him glorify Yahweh Shema Shai on this behalf. So the point is that the persecution is going to come, right? We will be evil spoken of, all right, but on the behalf of Yahweh Shema Shai, we will be glorified, man.
And this is why the Spirit has been on brothers to get on, make sure, hey, brothers' conduct it aligns with what the scriptures say and how to walk with wisdom, man.
Yep.
Because we don't want to give Esau any more ammo than what he already got, man.
That's right.
That's why it's so important for you to know what you're involved in, man. Know that this is bigger than you, all right? Yes, it's about the body and all that, but really it's all about Yahweh Shema Shai. We can't give the ministry nothing to be blamed with, man.
That's right.
We gotta exude professionalism.
That's right.
We gotta really look at this with seriousness. Scriptures speak about us being sent as sheep amongst wolves.
That's right.
We ain't big body.
Right.
Hey, we naked out here, man.
Exactly.
Quote
Corners.
unquote. I got one real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 6 and 3. Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed.
Exactly, man. You ain't gonna be out here fighting and shit. All this nigga shit, man. There's a conduct that we're supposed to have, man. All right? Harmless as doves, man.
Why the serpent calls the dove?
That's it, man. Right? Because these niggas are looking for a story, man.
Vocab is watching, studying, looking for anything he can use to help bring ammo to come down upon us with.
Right.
You know?
And the heavy thing about all of this is that all of this is happening because all we doing is simply bringing out the scriptures, man. That's all we doing, man. Week after week, day after day, bringing out the scriptures, declaring the prophecies, exalting the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and now this devil's ready to come after us, man.
Right.
You see that? You know? We ain't out here with guns. We ain't out here on no violent shit. We just out here pushing the word, man. Right?
When the world looks at us, man, we are the representation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we gotta make sure that we're representing the Lord the correct way, man.
That's right, bro.
I got one real quick.
Bring them out.
Philippians 2:15. It says that you may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God. Because just like when Yahushua, he was here on the earth, man. All right, we gotta model our footsteps after him, man. The Lord wasn't out here beating niggas up, doing all the manners of crazy, making them fall look bad, man. Strapped up, Like the Lord, like I heard a good point. I forgot what brother mentioned it, but he was like, even when Yahushua, got brought before the Romans, he didn't sell out none of them coon jakes that was coming up against him, man. He kept his integrity, man. That's the same thing we're supposed to model ourselves after. So it says that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. We're supposed to be moving better than these niggas out in the world, man. How you call yourself an Israelite and you acting just like a nigga that don't know the truth, man? That shows you ain't really changed, man. All right, this wisdom is supposed to help you walk better, man. It's supposed to reform your thoughts, man, because as I said, we are the physical representation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in this earth. When they look at us, they're supposed to see the Lord, man. They're supposed to see righteousness, man. It says, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. We're examples of what righteousness looks like to help convert, the elect that haven't fully came into this thing all the way yet, man. It says, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Hamashiach, that I have not run in vain, to labor in vain. So when Yahweh returns, he's going to look at our actions as acceptable for us to be delivered from, man. That's what we're supposed to be looking for, man.
That's
to
right.
make sure everything that we're doing is to represent the Lord right. So when he returns, man, we'll be found worthy, man. That's it.
Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, saying, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished.
That's what we're warning you people, man. All right, that sword is being made ready, man. All right, and Kanye is the perfect example of how they're about to come down upon us, man. Like I said, they're using him to stir up the feelings. So at the point when they addressing Hebrew Israelites on the mainstream media, all the people are going to be with the demonization. They're going to be wanting Esau to take us off the airwaves, off the quarter.
Exactly.
Because they're going to look at us as a problem.
Look at how, again, you have to, the scriptures speak about that in, Sirach 5 and 15. Be not ignorant of any matter, small or large. And we see how society is reacting to this psyop for Kanye. And it's people that are like up in arms and angry. But they have no understanding of the situation.
Yeah, selective outrage is what it's called.
Exactly.
Because I heard something today or yesterday going to everybody's mad about what he's saying against the so-called Ish people. But where was all this animosity with Jake when Kanye was speaking about how slavery was a choice? When he was talking about niggas, Jake ain't have no fire on that nigga. But they're so gung-ho to defend their enemy, all right, rather than for ourselves, which goes right into what Kanye said, what was true. If we looked at our nation as a people rather than color, then our people wouldn't feel how they feel towards each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, niggas are so quick to defend these heathen. Like, remember when Jake was getting shot up and shit? Your life didn't matter. Black lives didn't matter, right? But let an Asian get beat up. Asian lives matter,
Right.
Stop the Asian hate. Stop the Ish people hate, right? But what about Jake, right? Jake is so quick to try to defend these goddamn heathen, man.
Anybody, hey, pray for Paris.
Right. Pray for Ukraine. Pray for Ukraine.
What about pray for you, niggas? You
Right.
niggas is so ready to defend everybody but your goddamn selves, man.
Yeah, man.
Your brothers, man. Your sisters, man.
Yeah, that's
Shows you
how
how defeated our people.
that's how Jake is, man.
Stockholm syndrome on a whole other level.
Right.
Man.
You mad at Kanye for speaking out, but you're not mad at Biden for telling these kids to chop off their rods, man.
Cut their titties off.
To cut their titties off, man. But you mad at Kanye, man. Right? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Right? They're openly, you know, pushing pedophilia, man.
Right.
Every commercial, it got some fucking homosexual shit in there where you got niggas in there kissing and shit. You ain't mad at that.
Where was the fire against it when these bitches was marching for that right to abort babies?
Right,
man?
what was the anger behind that?
So you niggas get mad at the wrong thing, man.
It's selective outrage. You niggas is hypocrites. That's what it is, man.
Goddamn SJW, man. You social justice warriors, man.
That's it.
You just want something to talk about so it seems like you know something.
Yeah, trying to be deep on social media, man.
That's what I always say, man. Hey, giving these people platforms that never deserve to have them was the biggest mistake that have ever been done in this society, man.
Right.
Because all you people got a platform with nothing to say. Trying to make yourself look like you somebody, man.
Yeah, Jake ain't shit, man.
Right. Fucking loser.
Yeah, that's Jake, man. You know? That's why, hey, eventually, like the Lord said, you want to be joined hand in hand with this place, you're going to be thrust through with the sword,
And
man.
that's why he told us not to mourn for you people, not to lift up a cry or a prayer for you, because you niggas need to die. Let's
Exactly.
be honest, man.
Exactly.
You need death, because a lot of you live a lifestyle where you don't even care about your own life, man.
Right.
You eating food that's killing you. You have certain habits that's killing you.
A lifestyle that's killing
You have everything about the way you carry yourself in society is you killing yourself, man. So the Lord just go ahead and just do you the favor and just kill your stupid ass, man.
Right. Niggas ain't outraged about puberty blockers given to kids. Kids don't have to consent to their parents to get puberty blocks and sex changes, man. And nobody ain't saying shit about that.
And they giving them the right to where if their parents don't agree with the child's decision, they can go to jail, man.
Right.
That's some bull. See, but this is the rulership under the devil. But once again, if we call you out for what you are, we're the problem.
Exactly. But this man gets away scot-free, man. Right? Sodomy, transformism, we gonna keep talking about it, man. Right? Jake ain't saying nothing against that. They put the alphabet community over you niggas. They got more rights than you.
They took our plate.
Right. Now they plight is more greater than what happened to the so-called Negro, man.
They said that the civil rights wasn't as hurtful as what's going on with the damn Moses.
You see what I'm saying? And there ain't no complaining and crying about that, man. But yet everybody got something to say about Kanye. Like we said, man, it's all selective outrage, and you Jakes is full of shit, man.
So when the sword comes, so be it for you stupid niggas.
That's it, man.
All we care about is the elect. That's the whole MO of why we out here. It's for the elect, the ones that have common sense. Common sense ain't common no more, man.
Right.
And really, when you go into what common sense is having morality.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, yeah, and all you niggas in the entertainment world, fucking samboing and shucking and driving for these ish people because you don't want to lose that money. You don't want to lose that fame, man.
Yeah.
Talk about, oh yeah, I side with them.
Yeah.
No cap, I side with them, man. Kanye was wrong.
Yeah, this guy,
You know?
Jalen Brown, that football nigga, got some hoes.
Yeah, what's his
Scary
name?
ass
Talib Kweli.
Yeah.
All on the social media, cooning and samboing and shit, man. You know?
Don't worry.
That's why, yeah, the hell with you niggas, man. Especially you niggas in the entertainment realm, man. The Lord gonna come judge you niggas too, man. Right? Yeah, finish it out. Salaki, man.
Ezekiel chapter 9.
Salaki, man.
Ezekiel chapter 21.
Shit it don't make no sense, man.
It's frustrating, man. Because, hey, this is how you know we truly love our people, because we want better. We want better for our people, but see, you can't want for somebody that don't want for themselves, man.
Yeah.
You know? Well, fuck Jake, man.
Hey, not the ramble, but hey, remember, you know, we would be out here engaging with the Edomites, right? Sometimes, it's like years ago, we'd be out here engaging with Esau, right? Esau come up with the bullshit rhetoric, we cut it in the scriptures. Next thing you know, there's a whole crowd of people. You got Jake trying to jump in there and save Esau. Why you talking about, you know? It's the same shit that's going on now.
Yeah, that was our most famous videos, too. Jake trying to defend Esau. Man.
Right.
Fuck, man.
Go ahead, Salaki. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also further. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
It's sharpened to make a sore slaughter because Esau is ready to mow you niggas down more than he's ever done. All right? You think a nigga getting shot down by the police is something crazy? Wait till these niggas fully get the green light from the Lord to start killing you niggas in a hole. All right? And then when that's finally taking place, then you dumb niggas are gonna fully realize, damn, they was right. White man really is the devil. No shit, Sherlock. We've been trying to tell you this shit for fucking years. But see, it's gonna take a foot being shoved up your goddamn ass for you to fully realize that, man.
Facts.
You know?
Hey, you Jakes are the liberals, all right, that these right-winger gun-toting Edomites want to take America back from. You know?
Yeah.
We got to rise up against the liberals. What they call it was another name they called the rhinos is what they call, right? So you got these constitutional Edomites that are all about the guns and the NRA Edomites. They ready to start going at Jake, man.
Because see, they look at you, the reason why the economy is crashing.
Yep.
All right, they look at you as the reason why their favorite president Trump didn't get reelected.
Yep.
They look at you as the problem for everything in America.
No morals in society. They blame it. Everything is gonna be blamed on Jake, man.
Jake is the biggest welfare recipient, which is a lie. It's Esau. All right. Jake is the problem for everything. And see, hey, because when the police are defunded, all right, when them purge laws are starting being pushed out everywhere, not just Chicago, these Edomites are gonna have a ball just killing you Edomites, or killing you devils, man. I mean, killing you niggas. It's like, because just like during Katrina, when the lights were out and nobody knew what was going on down there, you had Edomites self-deputizing themselves and hunting you niggas like a sport, man. You know? So we're telling you that sword is coming. So if you truly are looking to save yourself, get your shit together and come back to the Lord, man.
That's it.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Should we then be making mirth? All right, this ain't the time to be trying to make a living down here in America, like wherever you at, you know? Because shit is about to get real out here, man. This devil is ready to establish his kingdom. Whoa, and guess what? You niggas is not to blame.
Yeah, you in the way.
You in the way, man. So guess what? He don't need you no more. He got his AI. He ain't got to pay his AI.
Got the robots.
He ain't got to, you ain't going to hit no back talk from the robot. They just going to do what was programmed to do, man.
And the robots gonna be punctual. They ain't gonna be late. They ain't gonna be talking shit, complaining.
And they can work them as much as they want.
Hey, they're gonna do a good job at the work too. They ain't gonna be half-assing it.
Ain't no lunch breaks.
No lunch breaks.
No smoke breaks.
None of that shit, man. You know? So Esau's ready. Like the devil, what's his name? Yuval Noah Harari.
Yeah.
What do you say? Human beings are no longer needed. When he said that, he was talking about you niggas, man. Because you niggas make up the workforce.
Yeah, you built up this country.
You see what I'm saying? You the slave force. You built up everything, man. So they're telling you no longer need it.
Hey, because you look at it, even on a smaller sense, you don't even need it for entertainment no more. You got kids watching niggas play 2K rather than the actual NBA. You got people you got simulations that are taking over actual, sports and music and shit now, man.
AI making music.
I was about to say that. You ain't needed no more, Jake. So Esau is like, man, the hell with these niggas. I'm ready. They're an eyesore to me, man. Let's get them out of here. Because they're waking up anyways. They're a threat. Because what good is a slave that has knowledge, man?
Right, that's rebellious.
That's rebellious, man. Okay? Because further on down the line, they're gonna cause a problem. That's why they did all this to keep you stupid in the first place, man.
It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayers.
And who's the slayer? This Psalm 17:13. All right? Because that sword is twofold, man. Yeah, you got Esau and his weapons, but you forgot the actual sword himself, which is the devil. All right? He's the most high sword, man. And so these different things that he's going to use are just variations of the Lord's sword, man. All right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
The book of Psalm, chapter 17, and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
And that should be your prayers, man. To ask for divine protection against the wrath that this devil's about to show upon us, man. All right? Because the Lord is he's going to fully unleash Esau onto the whole world. And the main ones that he has in his sights is Jake. Race robots, chemical warfare, which is targeted for Jake. All right. Hey, they even got the Maxine food, man. All right. Jake loves McDonald's. You're gonna have that jab all up in that McDouble and that McChicken, man. Them damn McNuggets. All right. So everything it's gonna be all out hell going to kill you off because that depopulation agenda is mainly to get niggas out the way, man. All right.
Continuing on, Ezekiel 21, verse 12. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people.
Terrors, man. Because the Lord is going to use Esau to unleash his anger upon all the wicked of our people, man. See, 2/3, you don't really understand the severity of why we tell you to fear the Lord, right? Because you see gang wars, you see nigga moments and shit like that.
I mean, that's that guy, but then
the Lord, he's known as the king of terrors for a reason, man. All right, he can bring holy hell upon you to the point to where you're gonna be wishing to die. And the Lord still had your spirit to be here to suffer some more. You, when your spirit leaves and when the Lord wants to leave, man. So then you're at the mercy of the Lord. That's why Hebrews 11 and 8, that's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of living power. I believe somewhere around there. But you're gonna learn to fear the Lord in that day, man. Because that wrath is gonna be issued through the devil. All right?
I'm trying to tell him, Jake, man. That's why this is only for the elect, man. Only the hopeful elect are taking heed to the message, man. Only the hopeful elect are the only ones that are seeing what's going on, man.
Yeah.
They're preparing themselves in the spirit, man. We telling you that this shit gonna get bad. Isaiah 10 and was it verse 5? All right, how he's gonna give the Assyrian, who's the rod of his anger, that charge over them.
Right.
He gonna give him that. He gonna give this devil the green light,
full reign,
to start slaughtering Jake, man.
And they're gonna love it. It's gonna be a sport for you. Hey, like back in the day, how they used to do Gad. They used to, bet on who could bring back the most scouts. That's how they're gonna bring that back. Hey, how many niggas you killed today?
Yeah.
I got
Esau has envisioned this day for decades. This like as the elder was saying, you got these command lover Edomites that actually believe that they have a fighting chance to sustain America, but they're gonna take you niggas out the way first. Don't get it twisted. You are not a part of this agenda when the New World Order is ushered in to be a part of.
Yeah, those militia groups, the retired military vets and the retired policemen that are out there training in the woods and doing them exercises and shit and shooting them targets, they training for Jake, right?
Yeah. While Jake in the they're at the shooting range shooting at pictures with niggas. You at home on your PlayStation 5 looking at World Star videos and twerk videos, man.
Yep.
All right? These devils are training their kids at a young age how to handle that sword, man. You still got Jake out here goddamn bullshit, man.
Yep. It's real life, man.
And this man, like you said, he's had this day in his heart for a long time, man. This is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. And then will I slay my brother Jacob. Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, wherewith his father blessed him.
Esau has a perpetual hatred all the way to this very point in time because of the ability to inherit the kingdom. He doesn't have that. And he is in his kingdom right now.
Right.
But he understands that with his dominion, it's temporary. It's not permanent. Exactly. And he sees it's slipping out of his hands this very moment, which is amplifying his anger.
Yep.
It's amplifying that aggression that he has toward Jake.
Yeah. But see, he sees Israel rising. And he sees the more we rise, the more his kingdom is falling.
Right.
It says that Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And that's his exact goal at the end of the day, to get rid of Jacob. You see? Esau is at the point where he's just sick and tired of seeing niggas. He's sick of it.
Right.
Talk loud.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly say, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. For our life is short and tedious.
This whole chapter is the mind of the Edomites, the mind of the wicked, man. All right? So they know that they're,
For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious. And in the death of a man, there is no remedy.
Right. They don't believe in an afterlife, man.
That's right.
You know? Because they know at the end of the day, there's nothing left for them. Once they die, that's it for them, man. You know? Okay?
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right. So they don't believe in the resurrection. Which, once again, you small hats, you don't talk about the Messiah. You know? You don't truly believe that the Messiah, sent his son back. You know, he died and he rose up again. You don't believe that, man. You know?
Nah, they know, but they know it don't apply to them.
But that's why they brought that whole YOLO concept. That's where that comes from. You only live once. And they don't believe in reincarnation. Because if they believe in reincarnation, that means that at some point they're gonna have to be enslaved for what they've done against us, man. You know, like Luke C.K. said, it was like if time travel was possible, Esau could travel anywhere in time except the future. Because in the future they know they can get their ass kicked, man. Yeah.
For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Yeah, they know that their rulership, their dominion is temporary, man.
Exactly.
They know that, man. The Most High has appointed bounds that he can't pass. We're at that point now, right?
Once this goes, that's it for them.
That's it. That gotta suck.
That's what you got to look forward to.
Right. Hardcore slavery and then being eventually exterminated.
And you gotta take that into account with these average everyday Edomites, man. Two-time losers. Because here it is, you're oppressed in your kingdom, you're gonna die and come back in slavery and even worse captivity than this.
Worse captivity than what we were. My goodness.
Yeah. You ain't getting no damn alcohol, man. All right, sex is gonna be a chore to them. You know, they gay anyway. They don't like women, so we're gonna make you pop. You know, your woman. We're gonna make you take baths. Hey, it's gonna be bad for you. You know.
Being extinguished, our bodies shall turn into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air, and our names shall be forgotten in time.
He shall have no name in the street.
Nope.
And none of his deeds, none of his wickedness is going to be remembered.
This is why he has done everything in this world to try to make his name, put his name everywhere. Ultimately, he wants to be remembered. You know? But that's not what, once America knows that all remembrance of Esau's rulership is going to be out the window.
That's it.
Just like of old.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers the Idumeans.
The only reason Romans and Greek is talked about so much is he forced down everybody else.
Exactly.
You know?
And our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance.
And that's their biggest fear. Because that's prophecy that's going to happen in Isaiah 24. Was it 24? No, 14. It's like Isaiah 14. It says that his name is going to be passed away like dung, man. You know, roughly paraphrase. Amen?
Leave neither root nor branch.
Exactly. It's going to be totally eradicated.
Yeah, that's Joel.
And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud. It shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away.
Short.
Here today, gone tomorrow. And that's why he's preparing to try to do all this, establish this NWO. He wants that remembrance forever. He wants to be seen as the top dog forever. That's not gonna be your case, man.
He's just trying to stay in power. That's all it is. He thinks that he can control he thinks he can control his destiny of trying to stay in power. He thinks he can control that.
See, you've got to take into account Area 417. Right? The one that rules the kingdom is the Most High, not him. He's the one that puts kingdoms up and puts kingdoms down. All right? Nothing that's done in this world is done of man's accord alone. Man's going is of the Lord. All right? The Lord is the one that directs the steps, man. All right? That's the end all be all on everything. All right? Because you got niggas that don't want the kingdom, but guess what? You're going to rule whether you want to or not. You're going to have slaves whether you want them or not. You're going to have multiple women more than you want them or not. So you're going to have everything whether you want it or not. That's for Jake and you heathen, you have no choice but to abide in what's going to happen to you, which is hardcore slavery. Go ahead.
And after our end, there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
Yeah, they got the whole world in their hand, man.
They milk it till there's nothing left, man. This is why he has that mentality of just use it till there's nothing left and just throw it away. That's why the earth is languishing like it is, man. Because the laws teach you how to sustain, how to bring forth life. This man just uses it till that's why he's on the son of perdition, the son of destruction. That's exactly that helps identify who the son of perdition is. Okay?
And let us speedily use the creatures like as in a youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by.
Abundance. We saw it all about abundance, man. Taking and hoarding everything to himself.
Yeah, you have heap treasured together for the last days. James the 5th chapter. Right? All those riches, you're gonna vomit them up. Right?
Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of the voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
That's why he goes all over the world and takes down these other nations and puts up his own name for other countries and lands. All right, he takes over the people. He calls himself the people. All right, but then that's him trying to be remembered.
Well, it said the scripture said in Genesis 27, right, that his dominion, right. When you go into that word dominion, it says that he would wander restlessly, right. And when you further go into it, meaning he would cause problems and rule with the sword when it breaks it down. So everywhere around the earth, he would cause a distress, calamity, chaos, destruction, man.
Right. Because like I said, man, he'll go to these different lands and take them over and act like that he's always been there. You aren't the original Greeks. That was Jasper. All right. You aren't the original Australians. Okay. You aren't the Egyptians. All right. All these different names, which you ain't the original Jews. All these names you took onto yourself is nothing but lies to try to help keep your remembrance in the earth, man. Right. All right?
He's a wanderer, man, going back to Cain.
And a vagabond, man.
Every bit of a history book in primary school is this nigga in every fucking bit of history. He the Egyptian, he the American, he the Greek, he the Jew. Like, god damn, nigga.
He tells you civilization started with the Greeks, which was pretty much the establishment of the Edomite, basically ruling.
Yeah. They say out of Alexander the Great. And once he died, his progenitor took over. They're wicked to multiply throughout the earth.
Exactly.
Because everywhere that this man goes, death and destruction follows.
That's right. Finish it up.
Continue on. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
That's right.
For this is our portion, and our lot is this.
Yeah, see, this is our portion. Esau's blessing was the fatness of the earth, man. Dew of heaven, man. Right? He has the riches. He has the corn and the wine. He has the money, the resources, the substance, the people, man. This is their lot, their portion. Right? Go ahead.
Let us oppress the poor, righteous men.
Yep.
Let us not spare the widow,
Exactly.
nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
slavery, man. Right? He didn't care if it was a child or an old man or old woman. He worked to death. Right?
You see that now? Nigga done push Social Security back so much, you got niggas really dying when we got that work.
Right. You got people 80 years old still working.
In factories, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
Yep.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Yep.
His justice is nothing but witchcraft, man. All right? This nigga's whole justice system, have you swear on the Bible, which is going off already, and then he'll throw the Bible out and give you his damn wicked justice.
Right.
Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
This circles back to what we were talking about, man. That sword being furbished, man. All right? Read it again.
Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Because he knows that we oppose everything that he's about and what he's bringing, man. Because we are the righteous, and he's the wicked. And he knows that, man.
Yeah, he know that.
For he is clean, contrary to our doing.
Right. We're totally, different, opposite from what you are, man.
Yeah, we're really the pure ones.
Yeah. We're
Right.
true white people.
Right, because white just means purity, man. All right, clean. The so-called white man is really black.
Right.
He's really the nigga, man.
Right.
All right, void of light, darkness, wicked. Right? It's all a play on words, man. You notice how everybody has a nationality except Esau and Jake. Esau regarded as white, he's black. Jake, being black, but everybody else, Chinese, Japanese, Arab. But when it comes to the main characters of the story, he's black and he's white. You know what I'm saying? It's all a play. Right?
He upbraided us with our offending of the law and objected to our infamy.
Right. This is why they hate seeing us, like I said earlier. They're sick of seeing us, especially out here doing what we're doing, calling them out for bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're them here, man.
Yeah.
You know?
See, the threat is, it's not people being out here with us, standing before us. It's the people that's watching on the internet. That's
Right. We're swaying by the people.
Hey, it's millions of people watching the videos, man. Despite YouTube playing with the algorithm and the views and the subscriptions, man. You got millions of Jakes worldwide that are watching the videos that are getting built up and acknowledging the truth, man.
It's so bad now to where you got, brothers on different apps, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whether they prophesying on there or they're reposting things with the truth, man. So
Yep.
this truth is going to grow.
And guess what? All your favorite celebrities, they talking about the truth. As we were talking about Kanye all day, man. Right? Kanye ain't the only one that know what it is, man. All them niggas know, man.
All these niggas.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, right? All of them. Jay-Z, Jay Electronica, Spike Lee, Kendrick Lamar, they all know that they Israelites, man. Kodak Black, all of them, man. Right? But Kanye is being used as the example for those that, if anybody want to get beside themselves and start talking out, man, they're going to banish you. They're going to ruin your career. They're going to blackball you, man. So that's what it's about. That's why you got niggas shook.
He's a scapegoat.
Ice Cube, here it is. Ice Cube was proclaiming to be an Israelite, and all of a sudden when Kanye brought him up in the Drink Champs interview, he came back out the next day talking about, don't put me in that shit. Don't leave my name out of that shit, man. Because they don't want to lose that money, them endorsements, man. Right. They don't. Jake ain't shit, man. You see? But Lord gonna come get you niggas too. Right? Every last one of y'all, man. That sold out, that sold your soul, that did all them nasty acts to get the record deal. You done blew off some damn ish person or ish people. Did some defile acts to get that $1 million contract.
Like Kanye said, but I don't care if you put out a video of me fucking a goat. I'm gonna speak what I gotta say.
Yeah, you see?
Nigga told on himself.
Yeah, he probably really did. He did say that shit. I forgot about that. Right. Because a lot of them niggas, this nigga was worth $6 billion. Right? So you better believe he had to do some strange things for a little bit of change, man. Straight up, man. All them damn celebrities, man.
You ain't getting up there where you at.
Beyonce.
All of them,
All
man.
of them. All of them.
All of them are nothing but Satanists, man.
Nasty Satan.
You see what I'm saying?
Come here, bro.
He objected to our infamy the transgressings of our education.
Because your whole history is a lie.
Yeah, it's all lies.
He professes to have the knowledge of the Most High.
And we do. We know we do, because the Spirit of the Lord is on us, man.
That's it.
All right? He has endowed upon us and given us the ourselves, man. And they know that. They know what we're saying is the truth, man. This is why they're going so hard.
They've been preparing for this time for years, man. Them elites knew in the last days that the elect would stand back up upon their feet. The breath would enter back into them. They knew that. They knew that.
They was watching Abba Bivens. They was watching all the elders.
All the way back to like the 1800s when Jake, even back then, Jake knew he was a man. They've been watching all that.
When that Jake that did that history lesson on TikTok, Elder Malcolm did, he went back to like,
What's up, brother?
learn like when Israel started being talked about in America, you know, all them guys before, you know, Abba Bivens, that shows you. They know.
Yeah, the commandment keepers, you know, all that stuff, man.
The research is out there, man. They know.
He professes to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
And that's a fulfillment of Isaiah 44.
That's right.
One shall surname himself by the name of Israel, another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. Right?
That's the main problem they have, is us calling ourselves the people of the Lord, man. The sons of God, man.
That's it.
All right?
He was made to reprove our thoughts.
Yeah, you see, the Lord's, they know that we were set up to reprove them.
That's right.
The Lord set up, he said that I will reprove them before their eyes, you know? I will set them in order right before their eyes, man. That's what happened. You see, the Lord set us up to reproof this devil, man. All right? To declare his judgment and downfall, man. Go ahead.
He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
Yeah, see, we grievous to these devils, man. These elites, they watch the videos, right? You know, you got these people that are in high positions of power. They watch the videos and they hurt, man. They mad.
The niggas that you said was regulating YouTube, man. That'd be canceled.
Oh, yeah. That was a couple years ago. Back before this whole YouTube algorithm campaign came into effect, they had people set up to watch the videos. And these people that were watching the videos of us, they had to go get psychological help, because they were watching the videos and they were finding out that the stuff that we were saying is true. They had to get counseling, they had to go through therapy. All that stuff came out, man. So them people over there in YouTube land was bugging out. Right?
I got that word grievous.
Go ahead.
It says causing or characterized by severe pain, suffering, or sorrow.
Yeah, see, mentally, man, these people were mentally suffering, man, because they were hearing the truth, man.
Yep.
These people couldn't sleep at night, man. That's why they needed the help. That Shalom.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? So that shows you, hey, that the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is with us, man. Right? Go ahead, Op.
He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
Yeah, even to look at, man. Hey, they abhor him that speaketh uprightly, man. That's in Amos, the 5th chapter.
The only reason why they hate looking at us because they see what we're about to have and they can't have, man.
Yeah.
Immortality, spiritual power, an everlasting kingdom. They envy that, man. You know?
I sold this shit for some uncooked meat.
Yep.
Uncooked meat.
Like,
Like, bro. That nigga stupid. They hate us because they hate us, man.
That's it.
Continuing on. For his life is not like other men's.
Yep.
His ways are of another fashion.
Yeah, we are the sons of the power.
we are fully blessed.
Yarsha Allah, he is prince of the power. All right, Israel. Go ahead.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
See that? We are esteemed of him as counterfeits, frauds. You ain't the people. And the world knows that. You know, hey, I didn't see, since this Kanye shit's been going on the internet, you know, we go to these different videos of them talking about the Kanye shit, and we go straight to the comment boards. And you don't know how many comments I've seen where just regular people on the comment boards talking about, look, the whole world has woken up. They know that these ain't the people of the Bible. I done seen that at least 10 times already. Right? So it ain't just us saying it, it's regular people. All right, that's out here saying that, man.
People cussing out, like we call them Edomites on the comments. We the people, you know, all that.
Yeah, and the Lord's word has accomplished which he has pleased. Isaiah, 55 and 11, man.
Right.
The Lord said his word would not go out void.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Frauds.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
Yeah, because all your ways are wicked, man. All your ways. There's a reason why you're called the devil. You're the deceiver, Satan, the adversary, man. You're adverse to righteousness, man. Adverse to life. That's why Habakkuk 2:5 says what? Behold, his spirit is not upright in him. He was created to be wicked. There's no righteousness in him. All right? And you, Jake's going to figure that out, man. That's why you got Jake trying to save him, trying to feel like you can convert Esau to be righteous. That's not going to happen. I can change it.
What I said earlier, man. Hey, the scripture refer to Esau as crooked.
Yeah.
The scripture says you can't make straight what the Lord made crooked.
Exactly. He's the crooked serpent. Leviathan. Right? Isaiah, what, 27? Go ahead.
He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed.
Yeah, the end of the just, which is the righteous, the elect. The end of the just is going to be blessed. Why? Because they're going to have the kingdom, man.
That's right.
Salvation is for the elect of Israel, man.
That's right.
They're going to obtain immortality in an everlasting kingdom, and they're going to rule over the nations. That's the end of the just is going to be blessed. Go ahead.
And maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father.
You see that? And we make up the boast that the Most High is our Father. Why? Because we are the true sons of the power.
Right.
Yasha Allah, man. He is Prince of the power, man. Right? Go ahead.
Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Right, and that's the time that's coming now. That's why he wants to come down with the great wrath, the persecution, try to round us up. You see what I'm saying? These are real life scenarios. But we know, pursuing to Isaiah 41, the Lord said, "Oh, thou worm Jacob," he said he was going to help us and defend us, man. See that? See, that's the thing, man. See, right when these devils think they got us, and guess what? The Most High is going to intervene, man, as he always done, all right, to our forefathers and ancient prophets, man.
He's our shield and buckler, man.
That's it. See what I'm saying? And this is what they fear the most. Go ahead.
For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him.
See that? And the Lord going to help the elect.
Because really, he's trying to force the Lord's hand,
Exactly.
really. He's going to put Jake in these damn precarious situations to really see it. Most High really going to step in? Because he wants to see that shit, man. You know? And you're going to be shown, and it's going to be not to your benefit, man. All right?
But see, that's the thing. They seeing it now with the chariots, man.
Yeah.
There's you know, they had it back, what, a couple years ago, they had the declassify all of the stuff dealing with the chariots, the fowls. But this stuff that the chariots and the Lord is doing, that's not being announced. So they seeing the power.
I just seen yesterday, the brother GMS Watchman put a video. He said that Esau has a new force that's going to look into extraterrestrials now.
Yeah, the angels. So they're seeing the works of the power, man. There's a reason why these devils have satellites in orbit all over the earth, where they can see everything on the planet Earth in real time. So they're watching the chariots, they're watching divine things happening, but a lot of things may go unreported, but they're seeing the power, so they know that our power exists, man. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
If that go back to what you brought out a long time ago about Esau doing all this wickedness in the earth to make Yahushua return.
Oh yeah, it was a documentary. It was years ago, man. The Ish people were saying that they were purposely trying to basically antagonize the Lord to come and reveal himself by doing all this wickedness in the earth.
Just to get stomped out.
Yeah, just to get destroyed, man. You playing with fire, man. But let it happen, man, because we need to get the hell out of here.
Hell yes.
For if the just man be of the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
Right, see, you trying the Lord. Right?
See, that he's gonna play on that as on Jake, because see Jake that don't have that faith 100% in the Lord, he's gonna push you in that situation to make it seem like the Lord ain't gonna come get you. You know? Which is why you gotta read the scriptures and know that the Lord is with you, man. Day and night, man. You know? You gotta know the Lord, everything that's gonna happen to you, you gotta know that the Lord is doing it to try you, to see how far you're willing to go for him, man. So the devil, he's gonna take that into account, man. You know?
Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
Yeah, torture, man. Concentration camps, being rounded up. See what I'm saying? Getting you to give in, all right? To sell out your integrity, to worship him, to take the CHIP. You know, basically to bow to Satan, man.
Starve you out.
Starve you out.
Like kill your family or rape your family in front of you. You know, shit, like just like in slavery, see you one concentration camps from your family to one. You never know. Hey, it's all, you even got physical torture. All them medieval torture methods that he used to do back in the day, that shit coming back. All right. So hey, this is his opportunity to get his bag, man. He gonna go deep in that shit, man.
That we may know his meekness and prove his patience, let us condemn him with the shameful death.
And that shows you that that's the Most High using him to try you. Because when you look at it on the other hand, man, like I just said, that's the Most High using Esau to really test your faith, man. How much do you believe in the Lord, man? All right? And even if he does it unto death, and that death is not going to release. You want it, right? That's why you're not supposed to fear death, man. Hey, death is mercy, ultimately, man.
And the Lord can raise you back up.
Exactly.
The Lord can put the spirit back in you, and you come back in that immortal body,
So I
fucking them up. Right?
Bad,
You know?
Let us examine him with spitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected.
Right, because I believe that's in Wisdom Psalm 5 about how they said that they look at our death as, you know, bad, but really it's good inside of the Lord.
Yeah.
Something along the lines, you know?
The end of it is immortality.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So he'll try to use your death to try to persuade another person. See, you don't want to go out like that. Like how you connect with yourself, your brother and your mother. Try to use that as a means to try to get you to stop him. You know?
Such things they did imagine and were deceived.
It was deceived because you're not going to win, man.
Yeah. It's already written. The story's already written. You're going to lose.
You like how you have the victory in the spirit, man. You know, we just have to play it out in the flesh. But at the end of the day, we won already. We gotta win the Lord, man, to give us the victory. Man.
Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Oh, that dwellers in the clefts of the rock.
I got a job.
How many kids do you have?
February.
That's what your most angry about.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you do, we're literally spelling out your defeat, man.
Yeah. It's already written, man.
Exactly.
Project Looking Glass, man. They tried to offset prophecy, try to change the future, but the results kept coming back. And look, you can't change the inevitable, man. You going down.
Yeah, man.
You know?
The funny part about it is we're telling you step by step what you're gonna do. And you're doing it. You know? So we're telling you I'm being led to your defeat. And you just going along with it because you can't do nothing about it because it's the Lord's will.
That's power.
That's bad. And y'all about to shoot y'all shot bad, man.
All roads lead to the end of Esau.
That's it.
So,
That's it.
Verse 22. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of the righteousness, nor discerned the reward for blameless souls.
They can't understand all this happening. And it's the will of the Lord. Like you said, all roads lead to your defeat, to your destruction.
yep. Yeah, the story is that you're going to lose. Bottom line, man. So, the hell, which is representative of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, is sweeping away the refuge of lies. All right, we are at the end of this thing. We got to prepare our minds for the spiritual war. Psalms 140 tells us that, and the Lord is going to cover our heads in the day of battle, man. So, hey, ultimately, Lord willing, we are the elect, and we have that hedge, man. And we get ready to endure what the Lord has in store. That's it, man.
They put on that helmet of salvation, man.
That's it.
The whole body, and the whole armor.
Whole armor, man, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right? And quench the fiery darts of the wicked, man. He coming with everything he got, man. It tells you that Psalm 64, he shoot up the perfect, but fear him not, man. See that? We represent the perfect. All right? So it's going down. Hey, we're gonna continue to watch as this script to this movie gets more interesting, dealing with this Kanye stuff, you know. So with that, you know, we pray that this lesson was edifying, man. We're gonna close it out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala.
Hey, Kwam Yashala.
Abab the ball.
Abba Ball. That's
Kwam.